Now we're still trying to get Una back now, just at this moment in time. Una was in the car driving along, so the signal was weak. Now hopefully she'll come back now in a couple of minutes. Una is with
Her business is called Blossom for Life.
Yeah, Blossom for Life. So, and it's blossomforlife.com, isn't it? .com, yes.
Yeah, .com.
Yeah. So, and Una works in the area of dyslexia as well. And she was just talking about how she didn't get diagnosed until she was 70. And Una is back on stage.
Sorry, guys, my apologies.
No problem.
I know I was talking to you about there and leaving such exams, and then it got too muffly, so I said I'd just rejoin. So apologies.
Yeah, that's no problem. So, when did you decide to be an advocate for neurodiversity and dyslexia?
Yeah, so I suppose when I moved through college then and did a lot more work, I suppose, of understanding my own learning strategies and learning challenges. And then I worked a little bit at the time in corporate, where I joined a diversity and inclusion group and headed up that organization.
She's done a disappearing act again.
I suppose how we...
You keep talking.
You're fine. How I then so how we'd have then looked at, I suppose, different learning aspects and different learning challenges for employees, and then also how then it would have worked and supported, their general logistics in terms of neurodiversity. So that's really when I would have started, I suppose, more in the space of an advocacy role, and then moved into helping more then of parents and teachers and students as well.
Okay, so while we have a good signal with you, why don't you chat a little bit about your business in Blossom for Life? Can you hear me, Una?
I can kind of hear you, but it's the questions that get a little muffly.
Okay.
Oh, it's probably because we're speaking in the hall. I was asking you to chat a little bit about your business.
Yeah, so I suppose, really looking at, I suppose, if we go back a step or two first and readdress, with the concept of learning differences and how that can impact, families and parents and teachers and just everybody on all ranges of learning differences. So what practical
I think Una's gone again.
Intervention and support tools can we put in place? Because anybody
Okay, well, we're having problems with Una, so what I suggest is...
Una, we're still having problems hearing you, so what I suggest is that later on today, when you're in a good spot...
Any element of advocacy work needs to then obviously...
Yeah, Una's gone again. So what we'll do is we'll do a podcast with Una, and we'll talk about Una's business and what she's been through before getting diagnosed at 70 and afterwards. So we'll do that. So just to wrap up, folks, I say thank you very much for everybody who's come along today. It's been we've been on air for 4 hours, so it's been a good conference, which is fantastic. So if anyone wants any more information, all you have to do is go to theparagraphchallenge.com. So that's theparagraphchallenge.com, and or email amorybegs@gmail.com, or myself, markbegs@gmail.com. We have an awful lot of questions that we're going to get back to people about. And just to remind you again, our workshop, which if you want more information about the workshop, all you have to do is go on to theparagraphchallenge.com, and on the homepage at the very top, you'll see press here and register for more information, and we will send you more information about the workshop. So there's no problem at all there. And the workshop, as I said, is on 23rd of October in the evening. We know an awful lot of parents, because it's called Practical Steps for Supporting Dyslexia at Home and in School. And we know an awful lot of people work and not people have busy lifestyles. So we're having it in the evening, the workshop, which hopefully will suit people. And everyone who was on today and everybody who's registered, we're going to send you a recording of today. If you didn't register and you joined us through YouTube or Facebook Live, then all you have to do is send an email to markbeggs@gmail.com and say, may I have the recording? And I'll get the recording will be sent out the next day or two. We'll send you a link to the recording. So in case you want to listen to any particular speakers, any particular aspects of today, you can re-look at it and re-listen to it. That is no problem whatsoever.
And we will, when we record the podcast with Una, we will send that out to everyone as well, so that you can all get all the information about Una's and the great work she's doing down in Cork. So thanks very much for your attention and for being with us here today. We really appreciate it. In case you can't remember, my name is Anne-Marie Beggs, and our business name is the Paragraph Challenge. So Mark and myself work together, and we go into companies talking about neurodiversity and talking about soft skills. We do confidence building workshops. We do a whole package of things. And we also work one-to-one with students. So I work in the areas of dyslexia, dyspraxia, dyscalculia, ADD, ADHD, and many of my students are also autistic. And a lot of those programs are one-to-one. And I do a mental health program with teenagers, and it's called Healthy Mind, Healthy Body. That's an awful lot of information I've just given you because I'm very ADD, but you can get it all on the website anyway. I'm just looking at a message. Karen, thank you so much. I'll be joining you for the workshop. So happy to have found this conference. Thanks very much, Karen.
Karen Cross, thanks for joining us today, Karen, as well.
I think the one takeaway we'd like to make from the day is that dyslexia is like, some people come to me and it's like their child has received like a life sentence. It doesn't have to be that. School doesn't work for them. That's not their fault. That's what I always say. They only teach one way of learning, and a lot of neurodiverse people learn best in a more visual way. And we wanted to highlight the success of all the people who joined us today who are dyslexic and are living successful lives because of their dyslexia, despite all the challenges that the education system threw up against them. So,
all right, folks, thanks very much. And thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.